Hello everyone, welcome to your 26th Grasshopper tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to talk about the field line and the point charges and merging the fields and stuff like that. So what we're going to do is create something similar to this. Okay, so we're just going to delete all this for now and leave the curve we created in Rhino. Now if you go to your fourth tab in the vectors, we're going to see there's an entire section for field. We have the point charge, we have the evaluate field, field line, merging the fields, breaking it. Now the first thing you're going to notice is that the icons themselves look like a magnet, and it's almost the same concept with a magnet, with a magnetic field I mean, and how the invisible fields like interact with each other. So if you have like a negative and a positive, and there's like these field lines which are invisible coming out of them, they are bound to affect each other in a way that it's like either pushing it or like gravitating around it or gravitating away from it. So what we're going to do is just insert a curve first in Grasshopper, because I'm going to make a surface using the boundary command, and then the surface I'm going to make points inside the surface. So I'm just going to type in divide surface. So I have a bunch of points. You can change the number of points if you want, but I'm good with the default number. So first thing I'm going to type in is the field line. And then when you look at the field line first, you're going to notice it's asking for a field, it's asking for a bunch of points. You need the number of steps and the accuracy and the method. So the points, we have them ready already. So this is the points. For the field, to create the field, you need point charges first. So if you just type in point charge, you can have it here on the tab. And for the point charge, you need first to select which point you want. So you can either just put a point in Rhino and then insert it to Grasshopper, or you can do the extract parameter and then insert the point here. The other way you can do it, which is the easiest, is just right click on the letter P, set one point, and then there you have your point inside. So we're just gonna take two copies of this point, because I want one to be negative and the other one in the positive, but both in like different sides. So just right click, set one point, and now we have 2 point charges inside the surface I created. The next thing you want to do is insert a number slider, and for the number slider, one of them have to be positive and the other one negative, or you don't have to, but like it's better if you keep the range within the positive and the negative. So to do that, we're gonna get a number slider, old school style, and we're gonna right click, hit edit, and make sure the minimum is in the negative, so negative 10, and the maximum maybe 10. Okay, and we'll just connect it. So this one I'm gonna make it negative. I'm gonna take a copy and make it in the positive. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is the decay, and the decay will keep that 1.00 for both. And once you're done, now the bounds, you don't have to change anything in it. I mean, if you want one to be away, or you need a certain limit to your bounds or whatever, you can change it, but for now this is just fine. The next thing you want to do is not connect the fields directly to the field line, you have to merge it first. So merge fields. And after you merge the fields, you just connect it to the field line, and then you have the fields. Now notice how the lines interacted with each other. You have these 2 points, which is gravitating towards each other, and this is the field line that it's getting the affected by the points we created. Now if you just move in, you can see that we can control how we want the fields to be. So if I move it this way, we can see that this one here is the positive and this one is the negative. So we just push it the other way, you can see that the other one is getting affected, and this now here is the negative and this one here is the positive. Now the other thing you want to know is the number here, the steps is 1000 by default. If you make it 3000, okay. Now this one's supposed to control the length of the lines here, but because of the field lines you won't see any effect. So maybe in another tutorial, maybe we will see how these steps are actually affected if we don't have 2 point charges. So the next thing you have to know is that you can have more than 1 point charge. So if we just get another 2 of these, and then change the location of the point. So this point is here, and set the other point there. We're gonna see how it's getting affected using the field line. So I'll just connect it here, change the numbers a bit. Now we have to merge it with the merge fields. Now make sure the merge fields is this one, because if you double click and type in merge, there's another one. It's called the merge, and this is like the normal merge. What you need is the merge fields. So make sure that you don't make a mistake here. And you can see now how these 4 points are actually interacting with each other. So if you just change in the numbers, you can see how it's getting affected because of the other point charges. So yeah, this is basically what a field line is and how to create field lines. And the good thing about it is that the output is a curve, so you can actually work with it. Like if you have a nice surface and you want certain lines to like connect to each other in a certain way using the point charges, you can actually use this definition to create some interesting lines in your surface. So yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to field lines. If you have any questions, my email is actually in the description if anyone asks about my email, because the comment section I rarely check them to be honest, because I don't know, I just don't check them that much either way. So if you have any important questions and is like super in a hurry to ask, you can just send me an email. Maybe I'll answer it faster, I'm not sure, but and maybe I'll try to make a video about your question. If it's something you can wait, like I don't know, a couple of weeks, it's not that important or urgent, you can just put it in the comment section and I'll eventually see it. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next tutorial.